Welcome back to CHIS 323 News. I'm your host, Julissa Polanco. Breaking news. A movement is shaking Europe. The Protestant Reformation has finally begun. It all started in 1517 when Martin Luther, a monk in Germany, challenged the Catholic Church by posting his 95 Theses. Luther protested corruption, especially the sale of indulgences, paying money to buy forgiveness of sins. This movement introduced three key shifts. Salvation is by faith alone, not by paying or by works. The Bible alone is the highest authority, not the Pope or tradition. And every believer can have direct access to God without needing a priest. These ideas spread quickly, breaking Western Christianity into different denominations and paving the way for Protestant traditions as we see today. And now, my co-host, Ulysses Roblero, will take us forward into the Evangelical movement, which built on these ideas and shaped faith around the world.
Thank you, Julissa. While the Protestant Reformation, another foundation, another powerful movement rose up 2 centuries later, the Evangelical movement. In the early 1700s, a sweeping revival broke out known as the Great Awakening. Across Britain and the American colonies, fields and churches were packed as preachers as John Wesley and Jonathan Edwards called people to true faith. They insisted Christianity wasn't just about tradition or attending church. It was about being born again, having a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. The Great Awakening represented a reaction against the growing secularization of society and against the corporate and materialistic nature of the main churches of that time. Many felt that religion had become cold and formal, and these revivals regained passion, emotion, and heartfelt commitment to God. This revival spirit gave birth to the Evangelical movement. Evangelicals emphasized 4 key ideas: the Bible as the ultimate authority, the cross of Jesus as the center of salvation, the need of a personal conversion, and the mission to share the gospel everywhere. The movement quickly spread beyond churches, influencing large societies. The impact was so powerful, evangelicals led missionaries overseas, pushed for social reforms like fight against slavery, and expanded education literacy. Their version of faith was both personal and global, changing hearts and transforming communities. Today, evangelicalism is one of the largest Christian movements worldwide, uniting Baptism, Methodists, Pentecostals, and many others. Though diverse, evangelical still carries forward the Great Awakening vision, a faith centered on the Bible, the cross, and the mission of being a hope to the world. Together with the Protestant Reformation, the Evangelical movement shows how Christianity continues to reshape culture, challenging power and transforming lives. Just like Luther's stand in the 1500s, the evangelical revivals of later centuries brought a fresh wave of energy into the church. Preachers called people not just to attend church, but to experience a personal relationship with Christ. This movement didn't just stop at the pulpit. It pushed believers into action, influencing education, social reform, and even politics. From the abolishing of slavery to global missions, the evangelical spirit shows that faith could move beyond Sunday worship to change whole societies. In short, both the Reformation and the evangelical movement reminds us that Christianity is never silent. It continues to stir hearts, shape nations, and call people back to the power of the gospel.
In short, the Protestant Reformation shook Europe and forever changed the culture of the church. Luther's bold stand in 1517 spread across the world and reshaped faith as we know it today, leaving an impact that is still felt centuries later. Thank you for tuning in to CHIS 323 News. I'm your host, Julissa Polanco. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.